Migrant lawlessness is getting worse in liberal cities. A gang of moped-riding illegal immigrants have been terrorizing New Yorkers by snatching cell phones right out of their hands. One horrific video showing a 62-year-old woman being brutally dragged across concrete, slamming her body into a steel pole and leaving her bruised, and then stealing from her. Two were arrested, and cops say it is connected to at least 62 grand larcenies. Police are still searching for the group's ringleader. Today saw a little bit of justice come for the migrant men who were caught beating two New York City police officers and then given no bail. Homeland Security picking up some of the suspects wanted at a Greyhound bus station in Arizona. And earlier today, the one and only suspect who was actually held on bail was in court. A grand jury voted to indict him on a felony charge as he pled not guilty. And you know the migrant crisis is bad for Democrats when Al Sharpton is using this language to describe it.
You're getting migrants beating up policemen in the streets in New York. You're seeing an influx of migrants all over the country that frankly have people outraged. We're looking every day at the invasion of migrants.
Oh, really, Greg? Who would have guessed?
I'm surprised MSNBC didn't say we need more moped control. You know, we talk about this a lot, and it's like there has to be a punishment that sends you back to a worse place if you hadn't committed the bad act. When you send them back, it's just a reset button. You know, you have to send. I really think that we need prisons in cold places. So you take the violent felons who come here from sunny climates, and you send them to someplace really cold. How soon would that stream of young criminality dry up if they have to risk 5 years in like Siberia West? But, you know, the Dems, they're the breaking point party. They're ignorant of incentives and disincentives, so we always end up at this spot, which is chaos. And now they care because it looks bad, not because it is bad, but because it looks bad. I love that. I go back to that segment from yesterday when those CNN anchors were so shocked when John Miller explained how New York's get out of jail free card increases criminality. It was like David Blaine, you know, performing street magic to 12-year-olds. The CNN anchor's like, oh my God, how did you do that? We had no idea. What a magical, they're incentivized to come to New York, you know? And also, I mean, if you got to release them in the neighborhoods where the people who make those decisions to release them live. Let them experience the reality of their decisions. You know, these violent migrants aren't going to be cutting your lawns, that's for sure.
And Judge, the illegal immigrant crime spree, that is the highest rising concern about the immigrant crisis. After there's lawlessness, of course, at the border, but now you have, for example, just here in New York, this one migrant gang linked to 62 grand larcenies.
I've always said, Dana, that violence is learned behavior. And what the illegals are learning is that they can commit a crime. They can even assault a men and women in authority and be let out of jail before the police finish the paperwork. And that's what's going on here. These, I hear the mopeds many of them are stolen. They're not registered. And they're going after lone females walking alone with a phone in their hands. I mean, I don't go anywhere without my phone, or with a purse, and they're knocking them over, as you can see right there, just pulling them over. She gets hit with something on the street. I don't know if it's a bicycle.
It's like a pole.
Yeah, a pole of some sort. But here's the bottom line. Greg is right. When Al Sharpton talks about an invasion, he is talking about what I was talking about yesterday, and that is the African-American community who's getting the short end of the stick because the illegals are jumping over them in terms of all of the benefits that we're giving them, whether it's schools or sports centers or the ability to get into programs. And Adams, this guy Adams, I got to tell you, every day he strikes me as dumber. He comes out and he says, you know, the city council passed the law that prevents the police from cooperating with ICE. So if the police, like if I were to lodge a detainer with New York City, then what would happen is the police would say, we're letting this guy out, and I would have a detective there like 2 hours before to get him. They're not allowed to do that. And so Adams throws his hands in the air and he said, you know, the city council passed it. You fool. He can't even answer the question that was asked of him, which is, do you know whether or not you can change that yourself by executive order? How can you change it? He said, well, we haven't looked into that. We're going to check it out. You haven't looked into it because you don't care. And that's a sad part. And Kathy Hochul, stop talking. You know, she's the one who's over saying, you know, we have to hold these people until we can figure it out. That's not constitutional. Okay, number one. And number two, why don't you increase the number of crimes in New York that we can hold people on bail for if we do have enough to hold them?
Do you think, Jesse, for those three that they caught, do you think they ever thought they would get caught?
Well, they weren't caught where they lived, and they haven't been caught once they crossed. So nothing stopped them now. Right. But when you have poor people from underdeveloped countries, violent countries, leave their families, their mothers and fathers, come to another country sponsored by cartels, there's a certain percentage of them that are going to gravitate towards street crime and perhaps even more serious gang activity. And we've just let 10 million people into the country. A small percentage, they're going to be gang members, and they're going to metastasize. And you're going to now grow a small army of foreign national gang members within the United States. And that only adds to the Latin American gangs that we have currently. And then they're going to be fighting with the mafia. They're going to be fighting with black drug trafficking gangs over turf. This is a recipe for disaster. And the fact that the FBI is just sitting by and watching this happen, why hasn't Chris Wray said anything about this? This is the most dangerous thing we've done to the country that I can remember.
What about January 6th, Jesse?
Besides January 6th.
Harold Ford.
Which is why we need a border bill. If we're letting thousands and thousands and thousands, if maybe even millions of people in, and we have an opportunity to reduce that by 20%, 30%, let alone 50 or 60%.
This doesn't do that.
Well, Jesse, well, we can differ on this. Let the American people put this before Congress for a vote. Let's improve the bill where you think it should be improved. Because one thing we know for certain, what we're doing now is broken. Let me finish my point. I only got 30 seconds here. It's not working. We get asylum reform in this, which we've always said we needed. We give the president more authority to shut down the border, be it this president or any other president. This bill gives the president more authority than President Trump ever had, and frankly, powers that he wished. Well, my reading of the bill suggests. But here's the thing. I did. Put it on the floor for a vote. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Speaker?
No.
With all due respect to you, sir, if you're so confident it's dead on arrival, let your caucus and let the Democrats vote on it. Let people offer amendments to it, then send it back to the Senate, and let's get our border under control. It's broken. Unless we want more stories like we're dealing with in New York.
The fact that we already have the laws on the books and Joe Biden won't let the Border Patrol enforce the laws is reason enough to believe that even if we pass something, Joe Biden's agenda is to let them in.
Why do you think the Border Patrol Union endorsed this?
Because they didn't have a chance.
We'll let them argue in the commercial break. Up next, President Biden is going to war with Snickers.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.